So what I'm going to do here is go through how to practice what you would do in a typical kind of G4 structured practice session. We start off by picking, and we start off really, really slow. So what I'm doing here, I'm just going to show you, this is what I would do in a normal practice session. I would start here, and I would just be picking down and then up. And I'm doing it really slowly, as you can see, giving plenty of space between each one, because I want to hear how my pick is attacking. And I want to see, if you have a look here, I want to see how much energy is being used to pick, because really what we want to do is minimize the amount of space that we need for picking. So we don't want to do this kind of thing here where we're doing big picking motions. So I'm just going to do what I would normally do, and that's allowing time between each picking. Listening to every single picking stroke, and I'll do that for about a minute on that string. And I'm looking at how I can improve that all the time. There's no end to the improvement of picking. This is like, for an artist it would be a brush stroke, for us it's our picking stroke. Perfect that picking stroke. So then I would move to the next string, I'm not aiming to be fast at all. Everything here is about listening to every single stroke. Is my upstroke sounding like my downstroke? Is there an evenness there? Times I'll really slow down just so I can listen to it, because if you listen to the sustain of the string, it tells you a lot about how you're picking. Think of it like ringing a bell. Said, I'm trying to minimize the energy required without compromising the sound quality. So I want to get every pick stroke sounding full and clear, but without unnecessary overpicking. This might seem boring, might be something that you find is tedious, but your picking is, as I said, like the artist's brush stroke. So if you get this right, then everything else that you do starts to sound much better. So if you can spend even 5 minutes a day doing this, it will improve your playing noticeably. It also helps you to uncover mistakes and weaknesses in your technique, because as you slow things down and you analyze, you can actually hear very closely. Now I can hear there some of my upstrokes are not as good as my downstrokes. My downstrokes are definitely better than my upstrokes, and that's because we naturally downstroke a lot more than we do up. So I know that I need to pay more attention to getting those upstrokes sounding better. So what I'm focusing on right now is the upstroke. That's what I'm listening for. I'm just letting the downstroke do its thing, but I'm focusing on that upstroke as my main stroke. And I'm accenting it. Give it a little bit extra. Something you can do is hum or sing the note as you do it, like because it helps you when you hum it or sing the note, then you're more in tune with it, you're more aware of it. You can sing it on vowels or whatever you want to do. don't sing it all the time. Sometimes listen, and sometimes sing. So I can feel my attack getting better. I can feel I'm warming up to it, and I'm getting more consistency there. So I know that I could sort of pick up the speed a little bit, and that's what you want to do. Sometimes is just take it up a little bit, not fast, just a little bit to hear if you're keeping that quality there. Is the evenness still there? Or are you tensing up? Are you using more energy than you need to? So when you get to a speed where you feel things changing, back it down a little bit. Take it right back. So the idea is we don't want to lose our composure. We don't want to just be picking fast hoping that we get good. We don't get good from picking fast. Your speed comes from balance, and that comes from doing it at a slow speed. So you can see this is a typical practice session for me. So I'm going to slow right down here and do it very slowly. Because every string is a little bit different, so you need to practice each string and get to know each string. And you also need to get to know the difference between practicing open notes, which is what we're doing now, and practicing fretted notes. So you will repeat everything that we're doing here by fretting a note as well. So each time I go to a new string, I can actually feel the difference. I've actually got to adjust slightly to each string. And you will tend to find the thicker strings are harder because they're heavier, so they require a little bit more energy, if you like, to get them to sound. This is the key to good picking. I'm not talking about fast picking necessarily. It definitely will help you to pick fast, shred if you wish, but it's more about the quality of the picking. What we're aiming for is quality sounds. We want every note. We want every note to come out. We don't want it to have some notes. We don't want the upstrokes being kind of missed. What we want to do, we want every single note to come out. So I'm continuing on to the first string now, which will be the last one I warm up on. So as you can see, this is about a 10. This is going to come up by the time I finish as about a 10-minute session. So if you could do 10 minutes a day, just like this, just follow exactly what I'm doing, picking slowly on each string, and then occasionally taking it up a bit, without losing your composure. Don't just go fast for the sake of fast. Make sure you're still feeling every single note, and keep your hand relaxed, and aim to keep it small. So you're not, you see as I speed up there, it's important to keep the hand relaxed, but I'm going to slow that down because this is not a shredding lesson. This is a lesson about quality picking and warming up and starting off slow. And I don't care if you're a beginner or you've been playing for years, you still take the same approach to your picking. the end of the day, it's the quality of every note that you play that matters, and this is how you get that quality. Okay, so hopefully that's been helpful. Just repeat that, exactly what I've done there. Do that for 10 minutes a day, and your picking will just improve and improve. Thank you.